Hey everybody, what's going on? This is the Beast, and you're watching Primal Rage. Before we get into today's article, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Don't miss any more reviews. The war on pop culture is strong, and so we must fight back very, very, very smartly. So, with that being said, Disney Plus loses steam. Marvel's Falcon and the Winter Soldier generates less buzz. Well, I have been getting a lot of positive stuff about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But, sometimes, the first episodes are going to be the best. And then, usually they die down a little bit. But it seems that there may be more at play here. It says, we've been watching Disney's attempt to overtake Netflix for a while. But out of the Disney gate, Disney Plus was looking quite formidable. However, since January, things have been slowing down as best as we could tell. Recently, Disney announced that the Falcon and Winter Soldier had the biggest launch ever for Disney Plus. But a deeper dive showed that they were basing that statement off of the semantics game. In fact, what did they just do to me here? What did they just do to me? Here we go. The Mandalorian still had arguably a better showing. Even if you want to disagree with the assessment, the best anyone can fairly say is the Falcon Winter Soldier had done about as well as the Mandalorian's second season opening. Wow. Yeah, that ain't too good. But, when you look at things like the firing of Gina Carano, that's not going away. There's a lot of people bailing thousands of subscribers. Disney is bleeding subscribers for Disney Plus. It says new rumor claims Disney Plus viewership is tanking since the Gina Carano firing. It says her supporters loudly declared they were canceling their Plus subscriptions from the point that would never give another penny to the House of Mouse. Did they follow through, though? Well, a new rumor is claiming the viewership has created on the platform since February. If true, this would vindicate Carano's fans, prove the size of her support, and that they're putting their money where their mouth is. In a way, a campaign like the succeeding would be uplifting too. Here's the thing, man. Gina Carano was targeted, because they were looking to get rid of this woman for a while because of her conservative views, and her tweets pretty much gave Kathleen Kennedy the ammunition to follow through with this and get rid of her. This pissed off a lot of fans, but not just so much fans. I feel like it pissed off the majority in this country, because this wasn't just an attack removing a woman from Star Wars. This was, in fact, an attack on our Constitution. You're not allowed, it seems, to have an opposing opinion. And when she elevated that in one of her final tweets that caused her probably to get fired, pretty much it proved her tweets to be absolutely correct. Now, my original channel was removed from YouTube because of picking out the Biden administration. They got the algorithms going on. You're not allowed to talk nasty or down about this administration, if you will. So if you want to find out what I think about it, all of that, check out my political videos. You can follow me on BitChute as well. Spaceman Reviews on BitChute. Don't be a stranger. Get on the BitChute right now. I mean it. Get on the BitChute, Spaceman Reviews, and subscribe. So back to this one. Well, it appears there may have been a Black Lives Matter piece in the episode 2 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It says Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 2 is about propaganda, racism, and couples therapy. Yes, it looks like they brought in another guy for Captain America. This just isn't my kind of show. I mean, at the end of Avengers Endgame, which I hated Avengers Endgame. I think it was total trash. 3 hours for a mediocre story. And then they made Thor fat, stupid, and a mommy's boy, emasculate. Captain America, Iron Man, that wasn't the Captain America and Iron Man that I saw in the MCU in earlier movies. The Hulk, they made him smart. There was a whole storyline right there that they could have easily made a Hulk movie on. Professor Hulk, at the last minute, this already told me that there was going to be no Hulk versus Thanos round 2. The whole movie was a shit show. But at the end of Avengers Endgame, Steve Rogers is sitting in a bench, and he's old, and he awards his shield, passes the torch to Sam. Look, not that I don't like Sam Wilson Falcon. He's a good character. I like Anthony Mackie. I think he's fantastic as the Falcon. But, come on. Let's be realistic here. Sam Wilson in the MCU is just a human. He has no superhuman abilities. He's not worthy. Okay, worthy. I know I use the word lightly. But he's not a superhero. He's like Batman. But he doesn't possess any superhuman strength, speed, or agility. All his power comes from the wings and the technology that he wears. Without that, he's not Captain America material. It has nothing to do with his race. He's just a human being. The shield should have been given to Bucky. In Captain America Winter Soldier, Captain America throws the shield at the Winter Soldier, and he turns around and catches it. He catches it, and he throws it back at Captain America. That is Captain America right there. That is a Captain America move. And it's like he has superhuman strength, speed, agility to match Captain America. So who better to pass the torch to? And I felt they were just doing this to pander to Black Lives Matter and this kind of nonsense. It's like, so I didn't care for Avengers Endgame. But here, it's a little bit more. Oh, let's see. It says, the first thing I think that people would love and know, because I eagerly wanted to know about it as well, is that the new Captain America, John Walker's deal. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? Is he an okay guy? I had people riled up for just a wink. But let's get down to, let's see. The Captain America everyone knows and loves. So it's great to see that even though the times have changed, governments have changed, the world has changed. But Captain America is again turned into a propaganda too. He fights bad guys, but also imposes government's viewpoints. By the time Rogers was done, he had chosen to contradict the government in every way possible because they weren't governing. Walker also oozes white privilege, of course. Of course. See, people, when you push this nonsense in there, even just a drab, it taints the whole thing. Now, from my resources, from also other articles as well, is my understanding that a lot of viewers watching episode 2, when it got to the scene, supposedly, let's see here. It says, with this scene here, it says, as the scene suggests, if the police came to arrest a white guy, they're first going to ask Sam's ID because North America is inherently racist in nature. So it's fine and dandy until government needs him. But when they don't, things are not going to be pretty. So there's a scene in there is kind of like a Black Lives Matter kind of scene to it. And it was at this point where, because see, they can time where people start tuning out during the show. So if people stay tuned in, they can see that, and they can say basically that the show was a success, that the episode was a success. But the majority of people watching this episode started tuning out right when they had the Black Lives Matter scene implemented into this. So, yeah, it doesn't work. And in my personal opinion, I'm going to wrap this up, but in my personal opinion, Disney has purchased all these IPs for a reason. They purchased Star Wars, they purchased all this stuff for Fox, they purchased Marvel, because it is a communist establishment. And they're pumping, they're turning all of pop culture into communist propaganda. It is a way to reach out to the younger people and to children. And by doing that, they get all these IPs ranging from cartoons to comic books to movies. This is why Star Wars is where it is. This is why you have now 2 transgender characters, non-binary, if you will. That's why they got a rock. That's why they have all this identity politics getting pumped into this. They don't need re-education camps, people, because unlike Stalin's Russia, they didn't have the pop culture. This was a closed-in civilization, if you will. These are people born into communism. It's all they know. So, but America is different. America, people born into freedom and rights. And now we have pop culture, we have social media, and everything else. And this is why platforms like Star Wars, Star Trek, Ghostbusters, and all these IPs that they buy, they pump this into they turn this into propaganda. This is your re-education camps right here. This is why they're doing what they're doing. They are setting everything up. This is why they're conditioning your children in schools right now. They're starting from nursery school all the way through college. They're going after the younger generation. They're going after children. This is why they snatched up pop culture. This is why you see what you see. It isn't just Disney that's responsible. It's all of Hollywood. It's in the music, the food, the movies, the comic books, the cartoons. It's in everything, because they're trying to condition the majority people into communism. They're going to have a difficult, impossible time with the older generation. That's why they're going after the younger generation. That's why they're nabbing up all these IPs to try to reach out. They get your kids at home through Disney Plus, through Disney cartoons. This is why you see Arthur, a cartoon, having gay marriages. This is why you see Star Wars High Republic have transgender characters, because this is all part of communism. It's a conditioning. They are conditioning the younger generations for this. I mean, that's my opinion anyway. But everything that I've seen has brought me to this conclusion. Anyway, God bless all of you. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about Gina Carano's firing. Did you agree with that? Do you think that she should have had her right to voice her opinions? I believe she does. And I believe she was 100% spot on. And I believe Disney Plus is bleeding more than they would care to say. They are bleeding subscribers because of all of this. You can't fool us. You can't fool us. We know what's going on. And the battle for pop culture is running strong. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. Be safe out there. And feel the rage. Good night. Woo!